Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about pages, and if you recall, pages for our purposes are menu items. And in those menu items they have posts. The posts are like articles, and they are connected by category. So today what I'm going to talk to you about is how to create another page and a category and see how the posts go into them. There are also different types of pages. So once we create our page, I'll also go in and show you what some of the other pages look like. Let's go into the dashboard. And the first thing we want to do before we do anything is create a category for this new page. The category area is actually under the posts section. I had already set one up earlier called industry, but the way that you would do that is just put a name in that you want and hit enter, and it'll show up in the category area. It's that simple. So now let's create a page. We go to Pages, Add New, and let's call the page Industry News. The page itself can have some text on it. It is designed primarily to have posts inside of it, but sometimes you might want to write something at the top to explain what people will see. It's also important because if you go to the home page, you'll see the areas on the bottom. That's the text that you would put into the page. It's the same thing if you decide to have your page as part of the slider, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And I'm going to put something in here. Let's look over here on the side. The template area is important because it gives you various page styles. I'm going to go into all of those at the end, but for right now we're going to use a blog page. And what you'll notice is a new set, full width page, blog style mode, and hide auto thumbnail just means that the small picture that goes on the post can be hidden or not. And then we choose the category. In this case, we're going to choose industry. And then there's the featured image. The featured image doesn't show up on the page, but the featured image will show up on your home page if it's used in certain ways. In this template, the images in the slider are the set featured image from their pages. So let's go back into the page and add a featured image. So let's set the featured image. I've already uploaded one, actually one of my photographs. Another thing you should notice is that the size for this image is 1500 by 1000 pixels. I try to keep it around that area if I'm using it for the slider, just so that the slider is crystal clear, but you don't need pictures that big if you're just using them for posts. So now let's publish this page. Before we look at the page, there's also one other thing we have to do. We need to add this page to the menu so that people know where it is. So let's go to Appearance. Now I'm going to be talking about all of these appearance items at some other point, but there are two in here right now that we're going to talk about. The first is the menus. These are the menu items. In this section where it says Most Recent, and we made a page called Industry News, so we click the checkbox, hit Add to Menu, and it will show up on the bottom of the menu. If you want to rearrange, you just have to move it around. And then we just hit Save Menu, and as you can see, Industry News is now there. If we click on it, what you're going to see is a new Industry News blog page. This is a blog page because we gave it the blog style. So let's see what would happen if we change the page to a different style. Here, where the template is, let's choose a different template. Let's choose a portfolio page. And as you can see, this is more like a products page. It has a title and a little bit of the text. Let's go back. Let's try another one. A full width page. It's a standard full width page, and what happens with a full width page is you lose all of these other template settings because it really just is a normal standard page. It doesn't have anything extra in it. You can see that there's nothing in it except the text that we had in, because it's a style that is made just to have information and not to have posts inside of it. The About Us page is similar to this because you wouldn't necessarily put articles in the About Us page. Another style is a contact page, which has contact information built in, a place for people to email you. There are also pages with search functions and sitemap functions, and you can choose any one of them depending upon the kind of content that you're looking for. Now, let's say we wanted this page to be part of the slider. Let's go into Appearance again, and then into the Theme Options. This is an area that we'll discuss in detail later, but for now, let's just look at the Featured Slider tab. You can see now that Industry News is one of the pages listed, and all you have to do is click on it and then hit Save. We can see that Industry News becomes one of the pages. So that's it for now. Thank you, and come again.